Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? Hello, hello. It is so good to see everybody. I hope the music is working. I'm having an issue. Sounds like it's playing, but I don't know. You know what? I'm going to have to figure it out at another point. It's not coming to my headphones, so I can't hear it. And, streaming woes continue. But we're getting back. We're getting back to a somewhat usual schedule. This is the second time this week I'm streaming, so I'm very excited about that. We are also seeing a fantastic pump in the market. Bitcoin actually hit 62K not too long ago. It looks like we're cooling off. I think there were some shorts that got liquidated. So there it is, the glorious 62.6. What did this peak at here? 62.67 maybe? 62.8? Oh, we almost got to 63. Check that out. All right. So that's where things are at. It's looking better than it was a week ago. When was this? When did this happen? 8/5. So, oh shoot, that was 3 days ago. All right. So yeah, it's been a fun ride this week, but we're looking quite solid. I am excited regardless. As I said in the last, let's say town hall, but these are not town halls. In the last live stream I did, I'm really tracking Bitcoin dominance closely. We're over 56% now. So, and you can see the trend is your friend. So what is this at? 55.7, but that was on August 3rd. If we look at the 7-day, let's see, we were at 55. Then we crossed to 56. Did we ever hit 57? Nah. But we're firmly in 56 now. So I think, I don't know what happens. Maybe there's just choppiness between now and who knows, October, November, December, 2025. But I'm still thinking that could go a little bit higher before altcoins decide to wake up and join the party. But doesn't matter. We're going to have fun anyway. Lots of exciting things. I put the video out earlier about vouchers, and you can see, actually, vouchers pumped, surprisingly. With everything else, vouchers pumped as well from 0.007 to 0.008 now. So here we go. That's just what it is. That is just what it is. So at this point, I think I'm selling all my vouchers like I have continued to do. And then we'll have to wait and see. This is how I'm thinking through my voucher strategy now, because I don't really care for vouchers. They're a nice to have if there's something that I really, really want. But what I think is going to happen is that I'm going to start accumulating these vouchers. They're going to launch a card, and the card's going to be probably pretty good, right? Or something decent. And then at that point, I'm going to think to myself, I'm getting all these vouchers anyway. So maybe I'll just grab a little, a couple BCX if it's decent at lower levels. I don't have to max this thing out. But then from there, what do? You can't sell vouchers. Well, you can whenever the LP goes. Part of it too is if I'm getting a significant amount of vouchers, then I could also just swap that for, I guess I could swap that for the card and try to sell the card. But as long as they set up the liquidity pool, which I didn't know that they were going to do until that announcement, I think that we will be a-okay. I mean, I don't mind grabbing DEC for it, and then hopefully that'll help DEC too. Somebody's gonna have to set up and provide liquidity. I'm assuming it's gonna be the team. Maybe that's what they'll do with the 600 million that they got. All right, we got some comments in here already. Some folks in the chat. So good evening, at least from here. For me, evening in the US, Thursday night. All right, hi after sound. This is from, I don't want to pronounce this incorrectly, so I'm just gonna say from Quang. Is that all right? After sound, appreciated if you can share full new Rebellion cards. Is the full thing out yet? I don't even know if it's out. We did talk through a bunch of the cards earlier, and I think DJ put together a post on Peak D. I think Jobby Saints put together a post. But yeah, whenever the full video for them comes out, I will be more than happy to do that. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Hold on, guys. I have to update the. Whoops, this is not what I need to do. Hold on, I'm just going to add the game to this so that people know that what we're talking about. And then actually we're going to get into I see Tails' comment there, so we're gonna have to talk about some other games tonight, or at least in the very near future. Oh, you're enough. All right, here we go. And Splinterlands. All right, cool. So yes, I will do a deep dive into the cards whenever they do come out. What we've seen so far, though, I think it's going to be hit or miss, right? Just like the current reward card set. There's going to be some bangers in there. There's going to be some cards that you just absolutely have to have. That's going to change the meta, and that's going to be fun, right? Because people want to play and earn those cards and have them be a part of their collection, and essentially get them for free, right? By leveling up and just playing the game. Others, we'll have to wait and see. But you know what? Next week, though, I'm probably more excited to see how much DEC gets burned. I don't know if anybody will be tracking this. I mean, obviously the team will be. I don't know if they're going to share those numbers publicly or make it easy for the public to see them. But I'm very curious to see what the Soulbound unbinding will look like on maybe not day one, but like week one. Bolts is in the house. What's going on? Good to see you. All right, Tales from the Cryptmancer. What's going on? When are we playing some Illuvium or Parallel? So I keep saying I need to get back into Parallel. I have it updated already, but I just haven't jumped in. I'm just afraid to go in and then be disappointed with Lemmy. And I don't have any other deck right now, so I need to go learn what the new meta is and spend some time figuring it out. But that's me just making excuses. Definitely next week we'll try to put in some time for Parallel. And then Illuvium is something that I'm a noob at, so I'm gonna need someone to probably handhold me there if you're volunteering. But either way, I'll try to jump on stream and figure it out as we go. But how are you enjoying both Illuvium and Parallel? Are they getting you excited for the upcoming Web3 gaming revolution? All right, Red X says vouchers may be listed in shop to buy with DEC or credit. Wait, is that for real? I don't think so. Because who's providing those vouchers then? You notice delays on the Splinter site? I have not noticed anything. I haven't been playing any games. I'm once again resting my team. I'm resting my collection because I just want to rent out pretty much all my stuff right now. Because I want to be able to talk about this because I think it's valuable. I don't think that there's anything that I can't share, right? I just want to be respectful of privacy, just in general. But Clayboy connected me with PJ, who, I've gotten to see some of the stuff I've talked about PJ here on the channel before. Last year when they do some like internal all hands meetings, I get to see him do some presentations. I knew he was like a really smart guy. I knew that he knows his stuff about crypto, but it was like the two interviews that he did, right? One with Clayboy, or the two I think that he did with Clayboy, and then obviously the one with People's Guild, where I'm like, I didn't realize his background. Like he's like really into the DGen stuff, which is actually kind of cool, right? Like, so he knows his stuff, and he's apparently, Clayboy connected us today just so that we could chat, and this was all via text, right? And again, there's nothing there. He wasn't sharing any information. If anything, he was trying to get feedback from me, right? Just as somebody who's like in the community, and and I appreciate that, right? He's just trying to get some feedback on like what I think's working, what's not working, and all that. But we just had a really good conversation, and like I said, him being more public has actually made me a lot more bullish. I don't know. It has made me a lot more bullish because I'm like, all right, well, this is the guy who's like driving like the main stuff behind, right? And to me, I don't know. It's really fascinating. I got to ask him this like directly today and got a fun answer. But it's like, he's been involved with so much stuff. Like he's made probably a shit ton of money in crypto and Web3 and just all this, all this stuff. And I was just like, dude, why are you here? Why are you working on Splinterlands, right? Like, why is this like important to you? Like, what is the value that you see here? But he's obviously very bullish, right, on where he thinks Splinterlands can go. And again, when I see stuff like that, it makes me wonder. Obviously, I don't know. I'm not trying to share anything that I know for certain. And there's nothing that I know for certain, right? It's just, this was literally just a text conversation that we had. But it's like when I see stuff like that, I'm just like, all right, somebody's got like deep conviction. Somebody who's like in it has some pretty deep conviction. Which again, I mean, you can say that for all the rug pulls that happen too, right? So I know the detractors are going to come out and say that, and that's fine. But it was nice talking with him, and hopefully we'll have a chance to do it again. I don't know if I don't know if he was meant to come on the channel, because Claiborne was trying to connect this for something, but we just ended up talking for like, I don't know, 30 minutes or an hour. But he's I think the game is in really good hands right now. And for those who what's that called? Remember Darkest Night, right? I was literally just on the phone with him maybe an hour or two ago, and I was telling him about the conversation, and it's funny because he's all of a sudden Darkest Night's like bullish, not because of that, but he's just like, I think he's starting to sense the turnaround in the market too, and like, yeah, this is not the time to be like selling, right? And I don't know if you guys saw or heard, or I don't know if it's because he was on Walking Keys' stream a little while back, but he's back in the game in the sense where, I mean, he bought some SPS, and he made a really good trade on that, because he sold his SPS a while back for Bitcoin pumped, SPS dumped, and now he's buying back into SPS. So he's back in on that. He said he was having a blast playing Soulkeep earlier. So I'm just looking around at the ecosystem. I'm like, you know what? There's so much extra stuff here, and all of the problems would be solved by new players, which is exactly what the team is trying to do. Now, the big question is, can they bring these players in? I don't know. I want to believe, right? The X-Files. I want to believe, but the truth is that we don't know. My gut feeling says that they could fail. This is my optimistic gut feeling, says they could fail miserably at marketing. But if the bull run looks anything like 2021 or 2017 and just gets irrational and things look, super, super crazy, I think people will find their way here. And that's one of the things that I was talking about with PJ. I was like, I no disrespect to all of the new player experience stuff that you guys are figuring out, but one of the reasons why I think it was important to tweak all the tokenomics stuff, and a lot of people were complaining about the tokenomics things, but one of the reasons I think it was important to, is because look at all the thousands of people, right? Me being one of them, that literally figured out how to play the game when the game, like 3 years ago, when the game did not have as much polish and did not have as much direction. Maybe it was a simpler time as well, right? They've definitely complicated things more, or the game just in general has become a little bit more complex. But even still, the returns were so good, we would have figured it out. And so therefore, that's why I'm like, the biggest marketing driver is a major green candle. And I've been saying that for a long time. Now, I was probably naive during the bear market that we'd be able to do that on our own, that, we could have like our Axie moment or something. But, obviously the execution on the other side was not up to par either. But now that we're heading back into the bull market, hopefully, fingers crossed, as long as there's no major collapses here, it could be, I think people will find their way into gaming, and, they'll trickle in. And we'll see if the team is able to capture a little bit more. In fact, I do want to check. I don't look at this regularly, but I am curious to see what the sign up numbers are. Oh, this thing fell off a cliff. I mean, check this out. 122 people signing up. I mean, I don't know. The team could just be pulling our leg on this. But it's like, if we were getting over 100 people signing up every day on average for like the last 6 months. I mean, hell, let's look at like the last 3 months, right? Because it's been down. Oh, yeah, it's still 100. Over the last month, it's 85. 85 signups a day, and they're not converting spell books. I still think that there's some random bot that just got left on and is making Hive accounts. And they're not, I mean, you don't have to like pay. I guess you can just sign up. I don't know. But they think it's real. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let me jump back into the chat here because I'm getting lost in the sauce. All right, so Redx says like time crystals. Oh, okay, you're talking about the vouchers. I mean, how would you value vouchers? That's a dynamic moving price on a token, and it's not like somebody can just like list a voucher for sale. I mean, maybe they could, but that'd be weird. Let's throw a couple Splinterlands ghost card challenges. Ooh, yeah, actually, you know what? I'd love that. If anybody wants to send me a ghost challenge, let's do it. Since I'm not playing any battles, I'm letting my energy catch up. That will be fun. So I've been thinking through, okay, I do definitely want to run a league at some point. I think we should try to do tournaments first. A lot of people expressed interest, so I'm very excited about that. So I will work through what the infrastructure of that will be, how many people we'll have, and maybe run it. Maybe run it with like the Splinterland season. I don't know, just to keep it fresh. But it all depend on, it'll all depend on the buy-in and how people will actually be engaged with it. Cause it'll be a lot of coordinating with your opponents is the way that I'm thinking. Like we'll all congregate in, on Discord somewhere. And then, it's just like, all right, over this week, you have to play these 3 or 4 people. Right. And then, we get like a record of wins and losses and all that. And then we go into like a playoff. I don't know. So it's just a matter of like finding time with the other people and doing the challenges and then submitting the battle links afterwards. That's my thought process. So thinking about doing it with like a smaller group first and then seeing how it goes. All right. So we got one from Bolts. So Bolts, let's do one. And then I see that there's a lot of chat. So oh, this is where the analysis paralysis kicks in. Is this a modern one? Oh, it has to be modern, right? Because of course I'm like, where's Llama? Or where's actually there's not even Llama. Where's Yoden? Okay. All right. This is interesting. I see where we're going. That's tough. Damn, yeah, this is real tough. Okay. Oh, you know what? We could do that. That could be fun. But then I'd want to have something else. Like you. And I guess that's it. Okay, let's try this. I don't even know. I'm just trying something new. But see, this is the fun of it. This is the fun. See, if I keep doing this enough, then I'll eventually convince myself to get Alina. Or is that her name? I forgot what is it. It's Alina, isn't it? All right, let's see how it goes. Oh, this is so fun, man. See, I haven't played Tactics yet, so I'm really excited to be able to do that without having to pay $5,000. All right, let's see how it goes. I went for the heal, but you can stun me, and that's not great. I think I'm gonna get this on the magic spam though. Oh, you didn't stun me, so that's fantastic. Oh wait, you can heal too. That's not cool. And you can heal 4. I need to hope that you miss. Oh my gosh, you're gonna take this. That sucks. Oh wait, you're not gonna miss. It's through True Strike. Damn. Well played, Bolts. You got me good. All right. See, we're learning. All right. So Tail says you can swap Paragons to Kathy. You know, I love playing with Kathy before I learned the Lemmy strategy. So I guess she's a bit of RNG. So I'll have to switch back. Loving it. Actually, you know what, Tails? Now, you know what? Now is a good time probably to go check out parallel, because I'm sure the cards are significantly cheaper. Can you confirm that? Like the secondary, on the secondary market, all the echoes, and I haven't even looked at Planetfall yet, so. I would never play another Web3 game, says Bananas. I don't have enough money for one, let alone multiple. Well, so I mean, I would never go super heavy into a game the way that I did with Splinterlands. I would definitely dabble around though, because I think there's a lot of opportunity for airdrops and things like that. Like basically, what people have been doing the past like 6 months, I think, has been perfect. And I'm sad I haven't participated more, right? Like the whole play to airdrop, because that's essentially what Splinterlands was before SPS came out. You had, people just playing the game, collecting assets, and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we're releasing a new token, and based on how much stuff you've accumulated, here you go. There's more, more stuff for you. And that happening during the height of a bull run is interesting. I think about, and this is a sore topic now just because it's become so sad, but like I think about the Arcade Colony airdrop, for example, and like moon carts and all that, and I really think I don't know what Aggie was thinking, but he should have figured that the delays would have been killer. He should have figured that like it's not worth it to do the airdrop until like you have like a working game out there, and if the game is not ready, then just hold off and then do the airdrop in 2025. Like nobody would have said anything. Like it just would have, I mean, I'm sure he had to raise funds and sell more stuff, right? But it's like, if the market does get crazy in 2025, imagine, right? Hopefully Splinterlands by that time being a little successful, bringing people into the Hive ecosystem. You have, maybe V2 of, what's that called? GLS, or the Genesis League Goals game out there. Maybe that's bringing some attention into the space. And then you have moon carts, which, back in February, we were all playing the alpha for. So it's like, okay, like there's a fun game here. And then when it's finally ready to go, you put it out, and then you launch the play to earn thing, and you launch the airdrop and all that. And that just becomes part of the narrative. Like when you have millions of DGens around the world looking for the next like hot project that's going to do some kind of airdrop, that's the time you launch the airdrop, right? You don't have it be like, I don't know, in a bear market still. I mean, we weren't in a bear market in the beginning of the year. Bitcoin was pumping. We were hitting new all-time highs in Bitcoin. So I get it. I know what he was trying to go for, but now it's just like dead. RedX says, no, it's an idea. I mean, my bad. Oh, no worries. Don't apologize, man. Okay. It's just, you know how it goes over text. It's difficult. Asmon, what's going on? How you doing? Who are we talking about? I was talking about PJ earlier. Bulldog thinks it's time for selling all cards. Well, I'm curious. Well, I mean, yeah, Bulldog, I don't know. I see most of his stuff on Twitter. He still seems a little bullish on what's going on. Why is he saying to sell all of his cards? All right, Bolt says, I am burning Chaos Commons right now. I figured I'm going to buy and open a few more Chaos packs. All right, fair enough. I'm thinking of burning all of my extra Chaos Legion reward cards that I just collected over, super long periods of time. And the reason is because I'm not going to be able to sell them. Sure, I can maybe wait if they get enough people to come in and buy, Pelacor Bandits for more than a penny, which is what I paid for them. But at this point, I'm like, you know what? Just take the loss and buy some SPS. I don't know how. I wouldn't be able to buy that much SPS, but still, I'm just converting everything to SPS right now as fast as I can. Red X. Oh, it says nice bolts, nice win. All right, so Banana says, if I were them, I'd hope it's a bot. That's a better scenario than a bunch of people sign up and they say, never mind. I mean, double-edged sword, but I see where you're coming from. Because the thing is, if people are naturally coming to check out the game at that rate, that's actually absurdly high, in my opinion, for like a bear market time period. And it shows just how many people in crypto are looking for stuff and willing to sign up, but not pay for, the premium experience. So if they are trying to fix the premium experience, then and can increase that conversion rate, right? Like, what's the conversion rate right now? Totally bro sent me a challenge. Yeah, let's do it. Give me 1 second. Conversion rate over the last 30 days, 85 signups per day, or 25 100 signups with 42 spell books. So what is it? Is this like 1%, if even that? But it's not even that, right? Like, sorry. What I'm trying to say is that sure, 42 people bought the spell book, but if they stop playing after a day, then that's not really a converted player either, right? I mean, they bought the spell book, but how far is $10 going to go for the team or for the game economy? All right, let's do it totally, bro. Sorry, I didn't check it again. Is this wild or has already been accepted or canceled? Sorry about that. All right, feel free to send some more challenges, guys. I will try to pay closer attention. After Sound versus Tails, Bananas, no. So what are you doing with Glint saving? You know what? I was saving a lot. I had 600K and I spent a ton of it today. I bought more yesterday. I bought more legendary cards and I was able to max out 2. But then, of course, I get a bunch of garbage. Let's see. Own Soulbound. And Legendary. So I was finally able to max out Ava, and I maxed out Avis. So I use Avis a lot. So that Rust is going to come in clutch. And I was able to max out Barrack Snake Eye, who I never use. Does anybody use this guy? But I am still behind on Izzyar and Dustblock and Kulu Mastermind. So, and I think I need 2 more Kulu Masterminds. Yeah, I just got a bunch of extra of these other ones. So I'll have to see what the going rate ends up being for some of these cards. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And then I bought a bunch of epics as well. And then I bought a bunch of chests, but I was able to max him out. I think I had Will-O-Wisp maxed already, but you can see how close I am with Clockwork Aid and Evelyn. All right, can we move this? All right, thanks. But it's like I ended up getting so many more of these Idri Fires, and I'm like, it's like 18 extras. And I don't think I have any of these maxed out in gold foil. No. So yeah, I mean, it's been a rough go. Commons and rares, those things are done, so that's kind of nice. I think my game plan, and I don't know, I haven't looked at obviously the entire selection of cards for Rebellion reward cards, but I think I'm just going to go heavy on commons and rares early on. Get those things up to respectable levels that it's like worth playing them in ranked play for Diamond Champion, and then slowly start focusing on the legendary cards. Or the other way would be to do the reverse, right? So instead of doing commons and rares, the only reason because you can max them out so much easier. And you know what? Actually, maybe I'm going to go the other strategy, where I spend my glint immediately on legendary and epic cards, because those are the more difficult ones to get, and then just get a bunch of chests, right? Because I plan on opening chests, and most likely those are going to get me the commons and rares that I'll need over time. So I don't know, one of those 2 strategies. Fire speed's my weakness. GG's to you, man. All right. Let's see. We're about 30 minutes in. I'm not going to stay on too long, guys. I had a late night last night, and I want to get to bed. Yes, indeed. And on base now. Amazing. Okay. Tails, we got to catch up just in general, so I'll give you a call sometime. Hope all is well. Raceland, first time live. Thanks for being here. Love it. Play Tails in a bit. I'm curious if he still got it. Make it Modern Ghost. I'm sure Tails is still good. Tails has been playing with max level cards for a long time. He knows what's up. Aslan says, Bulldog selling, not saying to sell. And that's after a video where he says he's excited for new reward cards. So you're watching what he's doing, not what he's saying. Interesting. He's not chasing the last airdrops, probably. Yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, I would love to see another 1 million packs get sold at the end of Rebellion, but it's a high number. It's a high number, and I don't know what the appetite for the community is right now. I mean, that's like $4 million worth of value that would need to come in. Now, the good thing is that this is going to happen. We have until December. And I do believe that Bitcoin and, all the other alts, ETH, Solana, all of them, I'm hoping for fireworks starting, right? Not ending, but starting in Q4. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Then you get a lot of the whales who are making good money on, some of the other, making good gains on some of the other tokens, taking that profit into something like Rebellion packs. Bolts 85. My guild was going live. Totally, bro. I'm delegating 10 SPS to you too. Nice. All right. So use barracks quite a bit. I don't know. I just haven't used them. I'm curious to know what the strategy is. You have 0 Avis while others 5+ each, some max. Avis is good. I like using him with what's that called? Pellicor Conjurer, as well as the other dude, who is a gladiator. I don't know his name, but he's the other 2-mana one. So it's nice for like low mana games where I just want to magic spam. But yeah, I mean, in looking at some of the cards, some that I saw already, I mean, they're going to be pretty fantastic and pretty crucial for the meta. And again, they're not going to be dominant, but like there was, I think there was like that shark. There's some kind of like shark for the fire element, and it was like the perfect melee, like perfect for like melee only. So I can see that one getting a ton of usage whenever you want to play fire in a melee only battle. All right, let's go back here. All right, so Bolt says, I'm waiting to buy Rebellion packs. Love the fact that how Yaba is burning them. So let's actually go take a look at this. I did do a video, I think it was yesterday, or I don't know, recently. So we were looking at how much was left. So 33, 12, 409. Let's see if anybody bought some, or if they're all just getting burned every day. Nope, nobody bought any since the last time I refreshed. So that is, I mean, yeah, we're still like, this thing is crawling. 931,000. We haven't really moved past that. So it's all getting burned, or it's all going to the Dow. When Chaos was selling out, I was wondering when there would be like a little bit of FOMO that would pick up. And I just don't believe we're going to see that anymore, right? Like we didn't see with Chaos, we didn't see with Rift Watchers. Maybe it's a last day thing when there's not too much left, but that all depends on how much sell and how much get locked up in the Dow. I just hope the Dow doesn't screw things up in the future. And by Dow, I mean us, right? It's like, oh, right now you can inflate the number of packs in circulation by 50% if you want to, by more than 50% if you wanted to, by giving them out as prizes and some other, whatever. What else? All right, let's see here. Yeah, this is great. If you didn't have me, you'd feel it. Give me a surly drunk. It's a good one too. All right, Tail says, it would be interesting to do a panel with Virus, Mondroy, Bjangles, and others who maxed out the Rebellion early to get their thoughts on the Rebellion sales and what they might do differently, if anything. I like that idea. I'd love to hear their opinions. I haven't talked to Virus in so long. I texted him like a little while back, but I hope he's doing well. Bolt says, lots of packs minted and sitting in the Dow. However, a significant percent of the set, yeah. Did the revamped Discord channel open up or progress? I don't know what you're talking about. Is this in the Splinterlands Discord? I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Discord there. I go in Discord and I'll check in on like taverns. Just there's a lot going on there, so it's hard for me to keep up with regularly. The only channel that I go to regularly is the shard holders one, because I have enough SPS for that. But people like rarely talk in there. It's like I mean, it's kind of nice in the sense where it's just like, oh, okay, there's not too much to keep up with. But then at the same time, it's like sometimes I'll go in and be like, oh, this place is dead. Nobody's talking. And I don't want to go to Tavern because Tavern's just like literally it feels like an overcrowded bar. And I'm like, I can't keep up with like all the conversations that are going on here. Yes, the ones for SPS Land and Collection. I don't think that they opened up. It's just, I mean, actually, I don't know. I'm not paying attention to what's happening there. Like I said, I only check out the shard holders and then official announcements. I mean, I do go into Tavern from time to time, and sometimes people will tag me on like random stuff. So I'll go in and try to respond to that. But I don't know. And then I'll see Gold Matters complaining about Tavern online and being like, Tavern's the new Mav chat. And I was like, yeah, what do you expect? Did you expect that by closing down one channel, all the people that were just talking shit would go into, would leave? No, man, they're just going to go into another public channel. So, and now this channel is even more crowded. So, yeah, I don't know. True. Yep. All right. So you're saying the same thing. I mean, it's nice. I gotta say, man, like it's been a rough go, right, for people who've been in Splinterlands, but I don't want to make any kind of statements here because obviously this all could collapse and come back and bite me. But I just think that if you've been through all of it this far, and you can see the writing on the wall with Bitcoin, now is just not the time to leave. I mean, you do you got to make your best decision. If you need to sell your shit and you see a better opportunity, go for it. The way that I've tried to play this is I'm not selling anything, right? I'm just not allocating extra capital here. And the capital that I do have in the game that I earn and win or whatever, rental income, I'm just reallocating all of that back into SPS because to me that, no, not financial advice, but it just has the most upside in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. That's just where my head is at. I mean, if you got to sell because you think that there's another good opportunity, then, go for it. But I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Granted, there's still legitimate concern that the bull market passes us and we don't, well, actually at this point, I think there's zero chance that SPS hits a new all-time high. And I hope that statement comes back to bite me in the ass. I hope Gold Matters clips this right here. And like in a year from now, when SPS is sitting at $5, he just plays it on loop and repeat and continues tagging me. Because I won't mind then because I got my bag. But I can't see, like, we've just gone too far down to like the return for SPS from low to high. From where we're at to like new all-time high would be outrageous. It's like a 200x, right? Oh. Sorry, guys. I guess I'm tired. All right, so Asmund says you don't want to put any extra capital here, not even a tiny bit to unlock soulbounds. No, because I don't know what the value of unlocking soulbounds is going to be. It's not like I have a bunch of extras that I'm just gonna, make some bank out of. Like the soulbound cards that I have, I'm gonna play with, right? I mean, you saw what I had. Sure, I don't know how much, like the amount that I would need to unlock my extra coastal sentries, for example, and then so unlock them and then try to make a profit on whatever margin that's going to be. And I assume the margin is going to be razor thin, right? Because a lot of other people will be unlocking and maybe they bought their DEC cheaper than I'm going to buy the DEC. So I don't know. If it's worth it, I'll unlock them. But the cards that I'm playing with at this point, they're just going to stay locked because I'm not going to do anything with them. Right. I was talking with WEB3 about this on the last live stream. I would rather leave them soulbound. I'd rather leave them soulbound. And then, what's that called? Wait until February, right? Because they're going to be available for 6 months. Wait until January, February. If the team is successful, new players come in, if Bitcoin hits new all-time highs and we're all, getting pretty crazy and all of a sudden coastal sentries are trading for You unlock them for 15x their burn x. You'd have to unlock them for 15x their burn value. But if they're trading for 30x, right, of that, yeah, okay, I will definitely consider unlocking a bunch of them at that point. And I might even consider, unlocking the ones that I play with and selling them and being like, I'll buy them back on the next, on the next crash, because there will be another crash. So just FYI, right, guys? I'm buying SPS to average out as it drops. I think it's a smart move. Like I said, so I'm DCAing in the sense that I'm converting everything that I earned back into it, right? And I think I said a long time ago that I'm not selling any SPS right now. And I haven't for a very long time. A lot of it's just getting converted restaked, and vouchers were getting converted back into SPS. I'm even starting to rent some of my extra SPS out right now, and then I'm taking that DEC, turning around, and just throwing that straight back into SPS. So to me, it's all about upside here, right? Don't get me wrong, I love the game, but yeah, I'm trying to make something happen. If like, that's the thing, I've been in here long enough. If this thing pops off, I want to be able to have something to show for it. So I got the cards that I need to play. I'm having fun playing, and we'll go from there. I mean, Soulbound on alt to combine for your main, not unlock cards you don't need. Well, that's interesting. But no, you know what? I'm just gonna play with them the way that I've been playing with them. If they're unless all of a sudden like it gets super cheap, my Kulu Mastermind is just always gonna be level 3. My Isra is always gonna be level 3. If I feel like it's worthwhile and I make the jump, then we'll do it. But otherwise, it's like I'm playing with them now, right? So at the end of the day, like that's that. 5% not a big deal if things recover. It could be a big mistake if they don't. What are we talking about 5% here? But I don't disagree with you on that. Bolt says, since we're on the subject, we make SPS and DEC non-transferable. Nah, man, I need that ice cream money. A voucher being non-transferable is fine with me. At this point, I'm over it. Vouchers have become such a drain on the game. So 6 months unlocking Creek. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. That's why I don't want to play the speculative game, right? And I think both myself and WEB3 were on the same page. We just I will lose out on the upside and take zero risk at this point, because there's no more risk left to give. Everything else is already completely risk on with this game, so why throw even more in when it's not necessary? Game theory, baby. Let's roll up a proposal. Well, I know you're joking, but I almost think I think DEC should not be transferable. I think DEC should be an in-game currency. I don't think that there should be no need for you to trade it out to Hive Engine. And in fact, right, they took away the ability to put liquidity pools, or they have liquidity pools, but they took away the ability to like earn from them, right? I just don't even know that we need them. Now, that would be a problem because then you'd have a ton of DEC floating back into the game. But it would remove one major issue for me, which is that bridge hacks, right? The risk of bridge hacks. Because it's just like, okay, now you don't have this. We don't have to worry about DEC. The only DEC that matters is the one that is on or in game, right? And then you just create a pool, SPS DEC pool, and the same way that the team is creating the voucher DEC pool. So you'll have DEC SPS. Whenever DEC is below peg, you sell your SPS for DEC. Whenever DEC is at or above peg, you burn it for DEC. And that's that. Like, what do you need DEC outside of the game for? I don't understand. Like, it's an in-game currency. It has zero value anywhere else in the universe. So, yeah, I don't know. It's possible. Make the proposal. All right, so 6 months to unlock increased costs. Okay, false narrative. DEC leaderboard prizes bigger drain on the economy. Just not a pet peeve for Crypto Eater. Nah, dude. I mean, DEC leaderboard prizes are... I mean, they were 7 million, but then when they got rid of all the smaller ones, somebody said it's around like 4 million now. 4 million per season, so we'll say like 8 million per month. We were minting $2 million or 2 million DEC worth of vouchers every day, from my understanding. Somebody check the math on that, but it was outrageous. Also, Crypto Reader got really quiet when his proposal failed. I hope he's not leaving. I don't think he would, but I guess he's like, yeah, screw these people. They love their vouchers. All right, Bolt says, Aftersound, don't you dare. You're just tired right now. I am tired. DC needs to be transferable. It does not need to be. I think I gave a sound, logical argument for why it doesn't need to be transferable. So not sure I understood you, says Asmon. You're not going to buy a few BCX to max your Kulu? Again, if it's cheap and it's worthwhile, then maybe. But if not, I'm playing with it at level 3.5 right now, so it doesn't need to change. Just because like any dollar that I have, right? Any dollar that I have or that I earn from Splinterlands, it's all just going back into SPS right now. Like, yes, will it increase my enjoyment playing just a little bit potentially, right? But there's so many other things that I would rather have. If I'm gonna spend money in the game on cards, I would much rather start collecting some of the not the conflict cards. What are they called? The summoners, right? Airdrop summoners. So, or legendary summoners. So, you know, I'm being very stingy. And the reason that I'm saying that is because like literally everything I have is going into Bitcoin right now. So I'm trying not to like spend on anything else, but stuff within the game where I'm earning, I'm just re-putting that back in, and I cannot find a good argument to take that capital and put it into cards when SPS is so low. If SPS is high, then I'll go and swap that out and buy cards. But right now it doesn't matter. I want the Terra Luna effect with SPS. Well, RedX, I was excited about that too, but they did take that away from us. Now that there is no more, yield for SPS, which is fine. I mean, it lowers inflation. Yeah, there's no more chances for degens to come in. Do the math, average daily values of each, future video idea. Oh, okay, that's an interesting one. That may be. Tail says, don't get me wrong, vouchers need to be dealt with, but it became priority due to vocal minority, similar to ECB fiasco. Well, that's fair. That's kind of how everything goes with this community, though. It's like somebody comes in with an agenda, and I'm not saying agenda is good or bad, but they come in with an agenda, and they come in with the necessary DEC to back up their agenda, right? Meaning that they put in a proposal, and then they try to, push that narrative out. And maybe they give all the information, maybe they only give select information. I don't know. I'm not trying to say anything about Crypto Eater. But I do know that like once he started talking about vouchers, a lot of his points made sense. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, it's taking all this utility from DEC. I had thought about it before, but he articulated it very well. Aswan says, you're right. Drath is $8. Oh my God. Is that it? Man, these car prices falling. All right, let me give it just a couple more minutes and then I'm out, guys. I'm tired. That's the tough thing with these late night streams. That's not even late night, but you get what I'm saying. All right, let's go to summoners. Oh, damn. People don't like Bulldogs one, huh? I thought it'd be interesting. No use case, though. I mean, I like it for Earthquake rule sets, but then I guess you have the direct counter coming in with Eternal Tofu. And what's this again? Oh, Impede and True Strike. I mean, come on. True Strike, giving True Strike to 2 of your units is pretty positive. That's like a third of a kitty right there. And flying. I'm surprised. Is there maybe only like 1 or 2 that's being sold at 8? No, look at that. A Wolf is just dumping. Well, it's just Wolf. After Wolf, it jumps above $10 for the most part. So, I think someone will come and eat that up. I am shocked to see a Kane still at the top, though, because this was not the trend for Chaos Legion. If you look at Chaos Legion Legendary Summoners, Quix is at the bottom. Well, I guess Quix is above Grandmaster Wraith and Astral Entity. Oh, I guess. Okay, so never mind. And Yasik. All right, I stand corrected. But why? I like all these guys way more than Quix. Quix is like if I have to use Dragon and it doesn't make sense for me to use Lily for any reason. All right, last couple comments and then I am hopping off. They buffed Tofu but left him as is. Oh yeah, with the thorns. That should be interesting. All right, so Redix says save a Ducktail supply of SPS and a God Candle shows up. SPS hits 3 cents and a huge land update happens so people can buy that ish to max land maybe. Yeah, and here's the thing. SPS can continue to go down and it probably will continue to go down for the time being. I know people are feeling maybe a little bit more bullish with it, Bitcoin going up, but I'm just looking at it now. And even if it goes down further, like it's hard for me. And I know this is not a price prediction, although it's going to entail some prices or contain some prices, but like, I just can't believe SPS. It's hard for me to believe that SPS would be still below a penny at, within the first half of next year. This is the important part, if things go absolutely bonkers like they did in 2021. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should be pulling in more outside capital into SPS. But every time I seem to do that, I did that throughout 2022. I did that throughout 2023, and I keep getting burned. And like at this point, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not putting any more extra capital in. I'm just gonna recirculate what I have and build up my pile and collection there, and hopefully SPS hits $3. Tail says, is that the first card the team has ever buffed? I think I know what you're trying to say here. I don't think that I would consider this a buff. I would consider it a stat change because it's not technically out yet. And I know you might make the argument that like, oh, maybe people bought more packs because, they wanted to get that. And you're not wrong. But I would think of like a buff, like the first time a team doing a buff. And they haven't. They've done something in the past, I think with Prince Julian or something. If the card's not out yet and people weren't making direct transactions for it, I wouldn't consider it a buff. It'd be like a stat change before it came out, or balancing. Extreme Player, what's going on, man? I hope you're doing well too. Quix is a keeper. Stever's in the house. Let's go. Past 750k SPS stakes. So I'm good with $3. Let's freaking go. So I think I said it during the last stream. I think my goal over the next couple of months, so I probably will need to DCA with something. My goal is to hit 1 million, just in separate wallets, and some of it not even in game. But and that everything that I'm keeping outside is clearly going to be like, oh shoot, SPS hit new all-time high or something. I'm immediately selling that. But yeah. 750k is good. I should probably set that as a first goal. Game servers need to be still online in 2025. 2025 for that to work out. I think they'll be fine. I know there's so much focus on the money, but I don't know. It's just something that I'm not worried about. I mean, at this point in time. Now, let's come back. Let's revisit this Tails in 6 months, or not 6 months, in 4 months, 5 months. And if Rebellion is not moving at all, then I'll probably start heading more towards your line of thinking there. On send a quick challenge, Stever. What card changed? It was Eternal Tofu. It's the next airdrop. They added a third stat to it, or a third buff. William says, anybody else seeing Bulldog selling his max summoners? Yeah, we were just talking about that, but we don't know why. Be nice to end the stream like that to keep us interested in the next stream. All right, Steve, you want to do a challenge? Are you? Does anybody want to do a challenge? I'll do one and then I'm going to hop off. Kobe. Or not, we don't have to do a challenge. I don't want to sit here awkwardly waiting. Tail says, if we are wondering that during a bull run, how on earth will they survive the following bear market? See, and I know where you guys are coming from. What's up, Jason? I know where you guys are coming from. But also keep in mind, like, Bitcoin's in a bull market right now. The rest of crypto is not there yet. We haven't seen like a really, well, no, we did see a good alt season at the beginning of the year, which Splinterlands completely missed out on. But you have to understand, like, the market cap is $7 million. Like, we are so far out on the risk curve that it's like, think about where Splinterlands popped off at. Okay, so you had the bull market starting for Bitcoin back in May of 2020, right? You had the halving, and then you had the new all-time high in December of that year, 2020. Then you had the major run-up, which Splinterlands wasn't even a part of because SPS wasn't even a thing, right? You had the major run-up in the first half of that. Then you went quiet. The Elon Musk tweets, China FUD, all that, right? China batting Bitcoin. All that happened in mid 2021. July of 2021, all of a sudden, Axie Infinity takes off, and then everybody starts looking at gaming. And then I'd say you probably had 2 months, less than 2 months, at the tail end of the bull run in which Splinterlands actually popped off. Because I remember I bought my first SPS in August, then everything dipped, right? El Salvador introduced Bitcoin in early September, and they tanked the market. It was red September. And I remember I bought more SPS. It dipped down to like 22 cents or something like that. And I bought a good chunk, right? Because I was able to do a 4x from there once we got to October. So it was just like a 1 month and a half period, because then, come November, SPS has already done its all-time high. And then they decided to pivot and do rate cuts or rate hikes. Wait, is this a ghost card challenge, Steve? Stever, did you know that we have ghost card challenges now? Bro, what are you doing? I don't want to face you with all my cards are rented out. Is this a gold level challenge? Oh, you were taking pity on me. Thank you. All right, can I cancel this or just surrender? Do you want me to send you one? Let's see if I can send you one. Is it Steve82? And let's do ghost cards. Let's go fully maxed out. Oh, you're currently engaged in a match. You're still there. All right, hold on. We'll give it another minute. Interesting. He must keep them on another account. His main account only has single max copies. Just curious. Sounds like nobody has heard anything. Oh, wait. What are we talking about? Oh, Bulldog. Steve just tofu. Bulldog has 3 max copies of everything. He bought a lot of packs. Well, he was a pack winner or a contest winner. Maybe that's it with Bulldog. I don't think so. Setting ghost cards only. Let's see if it goes through now. No, you're still in the match. You know what? I'm probably still in the match too. Maybe it's talking about me, not you. I don't know how to get out of this. All right, I'm going to surrender so we can save 35 seconds. The reason our market cap is where it is, not all Web3 projects are valued similarly. That's true. And so, you know, part of the problem here is that we have, it's like people look only, and when I say people, myself included, look only at the SPS market cap, but you have to consider how much money is in the game in total. And so it's like the entire market cap of all the cards, all the assets, including node licenses and all the random stuff. So you have to factor all that in. I don't even know what that's at, but there's a significant amount of dilution there that happens. Fantastic after sound refresher. Thanks for being here. All right. I wish my SPS starts falling to 21 cents. Oh, that'd be nice. All right. Well, I sent the challenge. Hopefully that works. How much SPS do you have? Seen a lot of people in my region took DEC off land. Your DECS swap video was a good one. Okay, what's going on here? Let me try to get yours. Dude, I think we're just messing up the system here. Now I can't cancel? Dude, come on. All right, I'm sorry. This challenge is just not meant to happen. William, how much SPS do I have? I think I have like 300 something thousand staked, 320,000. I meant that's it with Bulldog, meaning that what he's selling is extras, not that he's stopping video and playing, but so many maxed. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yes, I'm very excited for Ghost Card challenges for live streams. Definitely going to do more with this, and keep your ear to the ground. We'll set some stuff up in the future. All right, my thing is just frozen now. So, guys, this is super fun. Sorry we couldn't end it on a Ghost Card challenge, but there will be more of this coming up. I got family with me this weekend. Oh, wait, hold on. You guys might just get something. Let's see. So I will probably, yeah, we're still enjoying the summer. So I probably will not be streaming this Sunday, but I'll try to keep the content coming, and of course, get back into more live streams next week. All right, let's finish this one out and then go from there. You guys are welcome to stay, but I'm gonna try and beat the master. Stever's been in the game longer than most people I know. I don't even know what to do. I kind of want to have fun. See, and this is what Ghost Cards offer. It gives you a chance to just like try new stuff. But I really don't like anybody here. Oh, this is so ugly. I'm doing it just because I am trying something. Oh, actually, let's see. There's only a minute left. What is this? Oh, yeah, no. Okay, let's have fun. Might as well. You're cool. Let's do that. And then sure, why not? I'm out of people. Now, you know what? Let's do this then. Boom. No. Hold on. I'm running out of time. Boom. And for 2 mana, you. Pikachu, I choose you. All right. Now we get some fun with choosing some stuff. Okay, so I don't even know. So I can do that. Oh, God. I kind of want this. But maybe not. Yeah, you know what? What is this? Impede. That and bro, I don't even know. All right, let's go with you. All right, let's see what happens here. I think you're gonna rip through my team with all this magic spamming. Well done. But we are gonna get rid of some stuff, I think. Oh, all right. We got a backfire. All right, so now he's dead. Oh, but now he's not. Oh, but you don't have a heal, so that's helpful. But I don't think that's gonna matter soon. Oh God. I need this guy in the back to like, oh God, that's the one person I didn't need you to hit. Jeez. Just an absolute waste of my time. All right, can you hit a, what's that called? I don't think she's done a single stun yet. Yeah. No, she's just taking the day off. Well, that's that. This game sucks. I hate it so much. You guys have an amazing rest of your night. I'll catch you all soon. Peace.